This is the way Gizmo said we could infiltrate the geothermal station. Tread carefully.
Gizmo, you failed to mention there were pockets of hot gas in this ventilation shaft.
Right. Sorry, that happens sometimes. Someone switches a wrong lever or two. Or three. There's a control terminal somewhere in there. Should be quick and easy to shut off the gas.
I suppose Gizmo's plan to interrogate the Separatists is out of the question.
At least now we have answers about their involvement with the hidden chain.
Out of the way. Now. Let's see how you fare against me.
That is quite enough.
Okay. Take it easy, and don't come near me.
You can wield the Force, but you are no Jedi.
You're right. I'm not a Jedi. As for whatever this is I can do, I've got bigger problems. I was trying to find my sister. I haven't seen her in days. Mina works here, so I thought... I ran into them instead.
How fortunate for you that we arrived when we did.
I had it under control.
You call that under control?
I got away from them for a minute, before you showed up. But I messed up. Got distracted.
Distracted? By what?
Cooling rods. They're the only things keeping the thermal station from blowing half of Ord Mantell into a crater. Those Gundarks in the fancy armor were taking crates full of them out of here. I tried to stop them, or at least slow them down. If we don't find those cooling rods and put them back, this whole place is going up.
I have a mission. To stop the hidden chain.
Might be hard for you to do that if Kessan's landing is wiped off the face of the planet.
We need a backup plan, quickly.
Damn it! My sister told me about this. There's a quick fix, but I'll need your help.
What do you need me to do?
We can redirect the water from the reservoir into the back spillway. That should provide enough coolant to keep things stable. For now. Someone's gotta watch my back in case there's any more of them around. And someone's gotta stay here to flip the spillway switch when I give the signal.
I'll stay here. Contact me at once if you need backup.
Let's go!
I'm surprised you didn't try to fight me too. Or run.
I don't care who you are. You let me live. I've got no problem with you. Not sure if you care, but my name's Petra, by the way. We need to get the runoff channels open. We'll have to do it manually. It's, I'm pretty sure it's that one. It's not that one!
It's getting very hot in here.
Blast! I was hoping I was just imagining it.
Temperature levels are at 50% over capacity.
Try that one!
Are you sure?
No, but it's our best shot.
70% over capacity. If I don't hear from you soon, I will open the spillway.
Just need to divert the water from the reservoir into the spillway.
90% over capacity.
All right, that should be everything. Tell your friend to hit the switch.
Krovos, open the spillway now.
Everything seems to be returning to normal. I don't see any other alerts.
Good. Keep watching. If anything changes, let me know. I'm going to find out where the rest of the hidden chain went.
Understood.
We're in the clear for now, but long-term, those cooling rods have got to go back where they belong.
The people who took the cooling rods, do you know where they might have gone?
Well, there's no place for shuttles to take off from here, and they couldn't have moved them all on foot.
Hey, I don't have long, and I know you don't either.
You wouldn't be contacting me unless it was for something serious.
Good instincts. There's something you need to know. Not tomorrow, not in a little while. Jekiah, He's taking way too long to say it.
So he asked you to tell me?
No, he's so focused on what's going on, he didn't even notice me sneak away to call you. I don't know how else to say this. Mandalore is missing.
Missing? What do you mean?
I mean, no one can find her. Jek can't even get in touch with her over comms. The traitors are out in full force, and it's like she's just disappeared.
Don't worry too much. I'm sure she has her reasons.
Whatever it is, she couldn't have picked a worse time. You deserve to know as much as anyone. You've done right by her. Hell, you're fighting for her right now. Speaking of, how's it going down there?
We are trying to stop this place from melting down, remember?
Who was that? What's she talking about?
I found her holding off a group of hidden chain by herself. She says they've taken cooling rods out of this geothermal station. Do you know what Heta would want with something like that?
Not a clue. But I'll let Jekiah know about this. You need anything, call. Alright?
All these strangers show up and my sister disappears. And like an idiot, I've been helping one of the strangers. That Mandalorian you were talking to? How do I know he doesn't have something to do with all this? How do I know that you don't have something to do with all of this?
Trust me or not, it doesn't matter. My mission is the same. Stop the hidden chain. I don't care whether you come along or not.
Let's just get this over with. As many cooling rods as the Mandos took, they'd need something big to move them. There's an old tram system that runs out of here. It's not in the best shape, but it would get the job done.
It's a start.
Fine. It's this way.
Opening the spillway must have worked. It doesn't feel quite as hot anymore.
Yeah, but it's only a temporary fix. I don't even want to think about what will happen if we don't get any of those cooling rods back.
All the trams are gone.
But we can find out where they went. Come on.
This data is a mess. But it looks like the trams were heading toward a supply depot.
Fort Ronick. I know it. It's a good place as any to start looking. I'll show you where it is. Faster we get this done, faster I can get back to looking for my sister.
Krovos, are you there?
Here, and waiting for an update.
We might know where to find the cooling rods. Fort Ronick. If the Separatists let the hidden chain in there, I doubt we'll get a warm welcome. I need a way in that won't raise their alarms. Contact Gizmo. Lean on him for any intel he has on the area.
I'm not entirely certain we should take his advice on infiltration again, but I will see what he has to say. I spoke to Gizmo. He mentioned a collapse in the tram tunnels. Apparently it was caused by seismic activity from the geothermal station.
So we might be able to catch the cooling rods before they get to the fort.
We can try. There are maintenance hatches that can get us into the tram system. Let's see if we find any smashed up Separatists.
The crash knocked out the power to the whole tram. How do we get this door open?
Hold on a second. There's a gonk droid. Hook the little guy up to the door panel. He'll have enough juice to get us into the tram.
This is painfully slow.
Give it a second. I'm sure it's nowhere near as fancy as the droids you're used to. But I promise, it'll get the job done.
No cooling rods in here. Hold on. What's in there?
Are those... cages? What is all this? What were they doing? Mina! Mina! Oh no. Rami. Yeah, I mean, kind of. I didn't know him that well. He was a friend of Mina's. No one's seen him the last few days either. I was starting to think that maybe they just ran off somewhere. Somewhere better than here. And she'd call and tell me how great it is. That's what I get for hoping, I guess. You're right. We need to finish this. This hidden chain scum has a lot to answer for. If that's what you want to do, go right ahead. I don't know why it's so hard for your type to spare a single thought for people like us.
Have you made any progress in retrieving the cooling rods?
Of course that's all she cares about. I doubt you imps care, but these are my neighbors. My family! I'm not interested in looking for anything else but them.
The situation is not ideal, of course, but I hope you remember where your loyalties lie. If we retrieve those cooling rods, keep them out of the Republic's hands, we turn an increasingly discontented populace against them. And if the Empire returns the rods, if we save this little backwater settlement, imagine what they'll offer in gratitude. Understood. But when the dust has settled on your path of destruction, perhaps consider what I have said. This Mandalorian nonsense will end eventually, and there is still a war to win. Krivos out.
Fort Ronick isn't far from here. I bet a month's wages they just walked the rest of the way. You want to take out the rest of the hidden chain? Let's go find them.
Our friend Gizmo has some information he would like to pass along. He claims there is a hidden entrance to Fort Ronick that would offer you the advantage of a surprise attack. Do with that what you will. Considering Gizmo's most recent suggestions at the geothermal station, I would advise caution.
I know the entrance she's talking about. Come on. Separatist scum! You're going to get us all killed! Unbelievable. Nothing to say for yourself? Isn't your job to stop those Mandalorians? She helped them!
Destroying these, killing you, I will have served the cause well.
Where are the people you took?
They're coming. Get the assets off-world. Ah!
We need to get out of here! There's no time! You heard her! They could be taking off right now! Ugh, fine! But hurry!
What's your status?
The cooling rods are ours. They're in the supply depot, unguarded.
I will have them collected immediately.
There are still some hidden chain soldiers here, but they'll be dealt with.
See that they are. Krivos out.
You got what you wanted. My sister could still be here, and we're not leaving until I see for myself.